organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming up today on Daily Iowan TV, find out what new vehicle is coming to Night Ride. Also, we kick off this Friday with a new segment that you won't want to miss. And as Labor Day weekend is here, find out how gas prices might affect your weekend travel plans.
The countdown is on. There's only 24 hours until Iowa football's first game of the season.
Coming up, we take you through what you need to know for the game.
All that and more coming up. Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thanks for tuning in to Daily Iowan TV. I'm Cole Johnson. Night Ride will soon be wheelchair accessible. The Night Ride program offers free safe rides home to all genders. Now, the program will offer a specialized van called MV1 that is specifically accessible to wheelchairs. This vehicle will allow individuals who use a wheelchair and individuals with disabilities to utilize the program. Once drivers are trained to safely operate the new vehicle, Night Ride says it's only a matter of days until the new MV1 van is on the streets. The Hawkeye football team may be playing Miami, Ohio tomorrow at Kinnick, but downtown Iowa City is already looking ahead to next week's Iowa State football game. How is this rivalry affecting the city? Chris Cervantes reports with how the city is preparing for the much anticipated game.
It's the football game every Hawkeye looks forward to. For as long as anyone can remember, the Iowa State game has been one of the most thrilling events of the entire school year. With the timeless rivalry coming to Iowa City, high amounts of school spirit is inevitable. However, this rivalry also brings out the best and the worst of the student body.
Upcoming Iowa State game is probably going to be very busy. We'll generally probably be busy from at least 10 until game end and then on through the night. Considering the rivalry, there's going to be a little bit of, tension between fans, but nothing gets too crazy usually. Everyone's just here to have a good time, watch the game, and support their team.
It is the aforementioned rivalry that proves to be worrisome. Come the 10th, this entire area will be full of both Cyclones and Hawkeyes. Now, just what does this mean for Iowa City? Despite potential worries of a bar-time brawl, the Iowa City Police Department is not worried for these turn of events. In fact, they maintain the belief that they are ready for anything.
And as a home football game, there's more measures put in place, from traffic to safety to security. So there are, as there would be any other home game, there are significant increases in the presence of a lot of different safety entities. No, I mean, obviously it's an event that occurs every other year, so quite frankly, I think everybody that's involved, from the university to the city of Iowa City, are well prepared and know what we have to do to make it a successful day for all the visitors.
The Cyclones will be facing off against the Hawkeyes at our own Kinnick Stadium on September 10th with a kickoff at 6:30 p.m. Reporting from Iowa City, this is Chris Cervantes, Daily Iowan TV.
Well, hopefully the weather is looking great for next week's game, but let's have a look at this week. Sam Edelman is standing by in the weather studio. Sam, how's it looking?
Thanks, Cole. This afternoon will be mostly sunny, getting to a high of 75, with the night cooling down to the low 50s. Game day Saturday, we see the weather staying mostly clear with some clouds in the mid-afternoon, with the high of the day at 77 degrees. For Hawkeye football, the weather looks pretty sunny, staying in the mid-70s, and for your 6-day forecast, on Sunday, it will be partly cloudy, and the temperature will reach a high of 85. Monday and Tuesday, there will be a clear skies with a lot of sunshine to be expecting, getting to the high of 80s. After Tuesday, we can expect a 50% chance of the rain following days before returning to sunshine. That's all for your weather. Back to you, Combs.
And football season is back for the Iowa Hawkeyes, and with a new season comes new challenges, a new schedule, and a new team. But there's one other change that is coming to this Iowa football squad. 13 kids have been selected by a group of University of Iowa hospital and clinic employees as the 2016-2017 kid captains. At each Iowa football game, a new kiddo gets the chance to be an honorary captain for the team and walk out with them as the players rush onto the field. Iowa season starts up tomorrow, so here at Daily Iowan TV, we have created a new segment for our Friday shows. It's called the Kid Captain Spotlight. Each game we will be giving you a look into we will be giving you a look into who Iowa's kid captain will be. Meet Kinsey. She is 7 years old from Rhinebeck, Iowa. Kinsey has a genetic disorder called von Willebrand disease. This disease is caused by a missing protein that is necessary for the blood to clot. Kinsey has the most severe form, type 3, but she isn't letting it slow her down. Kinsey takes medicine every other day to provide the protein that she is missing, but her treatment has been far from easy.
I guess several hospital stays and ER visits, and a couple that were pretty bad. We had one nosebleed that ended us and put her in the pediatric ITU.
Kinsey and her family have been huge Hawkeye fans for some time, and she says she is looking forward to getting the chance to walk through the tunnel into Kinnick Stadium. That's it for the edition of Kid Captain Spotlight. Let's toss it over to Katie and Taylor in the sports studio for more on Iowa football. Ladies.
Welcome to our first pregame show of football here on week 1. I'm Taylor Brooks, she's Katie Sextro, and we are ready for the games to begin.
That's right, Taylor. I am so ready. And you know what I'm also ready for? The kid captains. We had one from my hometown one year, and I know it's so special to me, so special to the families. I can't wait to see them on the field.
Yes, it's so exciting. Just as Cole said, just so honorable to be part of that. And when you see him in the tunnel, you'll just absolutely melt. It's great. But back to the field, week 1 is always interesting for any college football team.
For Iowa, they are on a stretch of winning 7 home games in a row, going back to last season, of course.
They are also 14-3 in season opener since 1999, but ultimately they want to get back to the place that's right behind us, the Big Ten Championship.
Quarterback CJ Beathard is healthy. Desmond King returns on the defense. So there's really no excuse as to why that can't be possible.
Agreed. They may have returned 15 starters, including long snapper Tyler Kluver, but there will be some new faces on the field on Saturday. We begin our series Hawk Chatter with some insight on these players.
One guy who has never played a snap is redshirt freshman Anthony Nelson. The defensive end has the go-ahead start on Saturday.
I've never played in the game, so I won't know, but I'm assuming I'm excited right now, and it'll be a good time, and I'm just trying to perform well. So
he's just a hard-charging guy. He's not as mature or big or as developed yet as he will be for obvious reasons. He's a second-year player.
While we look at the other side of the ball, the wide receiver group has Matt Vanderberg back, where he will take a huge leadership role, but we will also see some young and new faces in that position.
He's the senior or leader of the receiver group, and he had a great year last year for us, and he's very accountable. Him being where he needs to be, and we've got good chemistry. We've had good chemistry for a couple of years now, and I think a big part of our offense's success will be how me and him are, how we relate to each other.
I think we've made good strides. Matt Vanderberg's been a good player for us for a long time. If you talk about improved players, Riley McCarron really did a nice job for us on a lot of levels last year, but I think we've really seen him take a big step. I think he was a better player in the spring than he was last fall, and certainly he's taken another step forward, so he's really done a good job. Got some really good players out there in camp, and that's encouraging.
Vanderberg was also named the second captain for the offensive line, of course, along with CJ Beathard. Then on the defense is Josie Jewell and Desmond King.
All right, so we have the offense, we have the defense, but there is one part of this equation we are missing. Any guesses?
Who's replacing Dylan Kidd and Marshall Kane as the punt kicker and place kicker?
Hey, you got it. As far as the PK, that will be done by true freshman Keith Duncan, while Ron Saluzzi will punt for Iowa. The graduate transfer from Central Michigan actually has some memories inside Kinnick Stadium.
First time in Kinnick was in 2012 when Central Michigan played Iowa, and I was on the sidelines for that game with the game-winning field goal that David Harmon hit. So the atmosphere is wonderful here. It's loud, it's rambunctious, and it's something that I've been dreaming of for a while now, so I'm ready to go.
It'll be interesting to see how these kickers perform this season, with Saluzzi pretty much being the only one with a lot of experience.
He really is. Kirk Ferentz talked a lot about how mature he is, but as the games go on, hopefully we can get some of those younger guys up to that status that he is at.
That's for sure. And now that we know what's going through the minds of some of the players, let's see what the fans have to say.
We sent Taylor Van Fleet and Colin Murphy out to the Pentacrest to see what these Hawkeyes are thinking going into Game 1.
You know, Taylor, school's back in session and football is definitely in the air.
Yeah, Thursday we went on campus to see just how excited these fans are for Hawkeye football.
Are you attending the game on Saturday?
Of course I am.
Are you excited?
I'm beyond excited.
Is this your first year at Iowa?
This is my first year, and so I had to get season tickets, so can't wait to go to all the games.
All right, as you know, Hawkeye football starts this weekend. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm so ready to get back out there. It's been a long summer without football.
What are you expecting to see this weekend against Miami of Ohio?
I think it's good to start with an opponent like Miami, really get it back into the feel. A lot of just grinded out football the Iowa way.
I'm super excited, especially since we had such a great year last year.
All right, you boys going to the game this Saturday?
Absolutely not.
Why aren't you going to the game?
I'll be at the bars.
How about you?
I'll be there. You know, I'm gonna support my fellow Hawkeyes, show my pride.
All right, how do you guys think the game's gonna go?
Domination. We're gonna come out strong right away, right out of the gates. I'm gonna predict a 30-point victory margin.
The spread's 28. You think they're gonna surpass the spread?
Yeah, I think we'll surpass the spread by a few points.
That's pretty good. How about you?
I'll put a couple hundos on it.
Think the keys to the Hawkeyes' success will be this year?
Oh, always lies in the defense, I guess.
Absolutely. You think C.J. Beathard will have a big role this year?
Oh, absolutely.
All right, as you can see, Hawkeye fans are extremely excited about the game on Saturday, and they can't wait for the season to start.
Definitely, Taylor. Hawkeye fans are also hoping that this year's game is just like the last time they played Miami, Ohio in 2003, when the Hawkeye defense picked off current Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger 4 times en route to victory. Taylor and Katie, back to you guys in the studio.
All right, well, I do think the Hawks are going to win. I think they might struggle a bit at first. They always seem to have a hard time.
A little slow at first.
Yeah, with MAC schools like this, but I do think they'll eventually get on the board, score more points, and obviously I think we'll win.
Agreed. Hopefully in that second half we can get some of those 2s and 3s, some reps in there, because a lot of them don't have any game experience, so that'll be great for them. Now that we know what everyone is thinking, let's not forget that this Miami, Ohio team, they're going to come in here and try to beat the Big Ten West champions.
And there's no doubt about that. Let's take a look behind the numbers of Miami, Ohio.
The Miami Redhawks come to Iowa City with a 1-22 road record in the last 23 games. But with a new quarterback in Billy Ball, that could change, especially with the return of running back Alonzo Smith, who rushed for 498 yards and 5 touchdowns last season, plus a few tall and mighty wide receivers.
Definitely some capable receivers, big receivers. I think their smallest one is like 6'1", number 6. He's pretty good. Got a new quarterback, pretty accurate. Big running back, good offensive line. So, they run an up-tempo style, quick passing game. So it's going to be a challenge for us.
Miami, Ohio is a much more up-tempo team, and they have a lot of weapons in the receiver core, big, tall, long receivers that can make plays as well.
Their offense as a whole returns 10 starters, with a few on the offensive line as well.
Up front, they're very big physical offensive line. They can move. They do a lot of gap schemes. So, as a defensive line, it's up to us really just focusing on the little details.
On the defensive side of the ball, defensive end J.T. Jones returns after recording 10 sacks on the season last year. The pass rush is also something Iowa will have to look out for.
They do a good job up front. They like to rush the passer, and that's been a kind of a key of ours, that we want to keep CJ off the ground. And I think what helps that is being able to move him in the run game.
As we could tell, these Iowa Hawkeye players are not looking past this team, which is exactly what they should be doing. Just keep with that mindset.
That's right, and even though they are favored to win, they're going into this thinking this is a great team and they need to play their best.
Exactly. We will see you on game day tomorrow, where we will also go live on Facebook post-game on our Facebook page, Daily Iowan TV. Check us out then. But for now, Cole, back to you.
The Labor Day weekend has arrived, and with the holiday weekend comes higher gas prices. The Iowa Department of Agriculture reported the average price of unleaded regular gas increased from $2.16 to $2.25 per gallon. Diesel gas also saw an increase in 7 cents per gallon, rounding out at $2.36 per gallon. From all of us at Daily Iowan TV, have a safe and relaxing Labor Day weekend. And with that, that's all we have for you today on Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to check out our website, dailyiowan.com, for all the latest Iowa City news. For Daily Iowan TV, I'm Cole Johnson. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.